All right, everyone. Kumusta ulit? And today we're gonna be looking at the market, the current market right now, and because it's been very interesting yung market lately. Kasi ang daming mga lumalabas na news about sa crypto and yung conflict between Ukraine and Russia and how the gas prices is all the way to the roofs, talagang to the moon. And ngayon, may mga lumabas din na news na for example, na yung government nga magkakaroon ng parang regulation na sa crypto, and it could be good or bad news. It really depends. Pero I think it's gonna be mostly good kasi they are considering crypto na talaga, kasi to the point na yung mismong US government, they'll be releasing, or the US central bank will be releasing their own digital dollar. So that means crypto will not disappear anytime soon sa market. Talagang it's ano, it's either you destroy it or you join it. So most likely the US government is joining. So that's a big plus sa crypto. So other than that, let's talk about so far kung ano nangyari sa market. And right now, we're looking at the Tether. And so far, sinunod niya yung harmonic pattern natin dito na it went up from here. When na-hit niya yung area na to, bigla siya nag-reverse all the way. And now it's trying to retest the price, the zone here. So extend natin yung zone na to. Yan, yung SD zone, supply and demand zone, and ngayon nireject siya and then nag-breakout siya. Ngayon, it's gonna test the price again. Nag-breakout siya right below our trend line right here. So as you can see naman sa 4-hour chart. Ngayon, nagkakaroon lang ng minor retest dito at this hour. So pagyari niyan, it's gonna go down some more. Kasi this is a good sign right here na na-break niya na to. So I'm expecting for this to retest lang ng konti before it goes down. Pero let's see here. Because right now, it's not, I don't expect this to go all the way up. Mukhang nagsashow siya ng strength ngayon, pero this is just kasi kakabukas lang din ng US market. This is just the US market retesting this breakout price. Okay? So, I'm expecting na hanggang dito siya, and then before it continues to go down. Kasi, one of my biggest indicator is the fact na ito, na-break na yung trend line na yan with a 4-hour candle. So that's a very strong indication. So ngayon, all we're looking for now is a price retest, then a follow through pababa. Pero ngayon, how does it affect the other crypto? So let's take a look at BTC, sa Bitcoin. And sa Bitcoin naman, ito, na mukhang it's completing our harmonic pattern right here. Complete na niya kasi na-hit na niya yung point B, then it made it all the way to point C, just as expected sa mga SD zone. Ngayon, it's gonna try to do exactly what Tether's doing, na magre-retest lang ng price, and then once it retest, it's gonna hit this unang supply and demand zone. So it may play around there a bit, then ito, the next zone, so extend pa natin to, possible na ang price dyan is maglaro up and down like that, then boom, all the way dito sa D zone. Then dun siya magre-retest ulit then bago tumaas. Kasi I think we're looking at the bullish market na. And the reason for that is there's an upcoming news sub 15, so definitely we're gonna be on watch that on how crypto will be regulated by the US government. So yon. So Bitcoin, nag-enter ako ng buy dito sa area na sa may zone na to. Definitely kasi nung other night, actually last night lang to. Let's zoom in tayo para mas clear siya. Nung other night kasi, nagkaroon ng news nga na lumabas tumaas yung inflation rate ng US dollar or ng US country. Kaya nagkaroon ng malaking fluctuation sa market. Kasi usually, higher inflation means worth lesser yung US dollar. So, how does it affect Tether? Well, Tether is based on the US dollar. Kaya babagsak siya. Dapat, in-expect namin, taas. Pero anong nangyari? Nagkaroon ng kinain ng whales. So, for example, teka lang, delete muna natin to. Para hindi ganun ka messy. Ay, boom. Ito pala. Yung malaking, ay, ganun. Teka lang. Matitsempohan ko rin to. Nasaan ba? Ayan, yung malaki. Delete natin. Ayan. So, eto, kagabi, we're looking at the drawing tayo. This candle right here. Sobrang ano yan, no? Yung malaki na yan. Talagang ginawa niya, nag-SL hunting muna, pataas. So, lahat na nag-buy, lahat na nag-short, kinain muna. Then, bigla siyang bumagsak. Then, boom, boom. So, yun lang advice ko. When it comes sa mga major news, make sure na meron kayong low leverage, low margin muna. So just in case may kainin yung SL nyo, hindi kayo ganong, bad trip. Kasi pagka nag-maximum kayo sa mga ganyan, nakasabay kayo sa mga market na ganyan na full of uncertainty and fluctuation, talagang nangangain sila. I think within that hour, parang over $20 million ang na-liquidate. Kaya it was pretty crazy. So yun. And right now, tanggalin natin to. So right now, si dito is trying to consolidate again kasi nagkaroon na ng kasi we're expecting Bitcoin to start to go up kasi this was a strong sign right here na yung 4-hour chart talagang nagpakita na ng strength. So ito right now, since it's the opening of US market, it wants to retest muna yung price. The reason for that is syempre kakainin muna yung mga nag-buy kaagad kasi babawi niya. Then upon this area, dito siya magtataas. Hopefully. Okay? Otherwise, there's gonna be another market manipulation. We may not see a strong uptrend just yet until lumabas yung news sa 15. Kaya expect the price to play around this area right here. Lalaro muna siya dyan. Then, pagka meron ng clear na good news sa crypto, it's gonna pull back some more. Then, boom. Diretso pataas. Okay? So, ngayon, let's bring back yung mga other harmonics ko to see yung overall picture dito. So, ngayon, gagawin natin is, teka lang. Let's look at the daily chart para makita natin yung much bigger picture. Kasi ito yung current harmonics ko. Now, let's look at the overall picture ng daily. Kung kanong kalaki yung range ng pwedeng itaas ni Bitcoin. So, basically, going back to the over 50s, 50k worth. Pero, syempre, hindi lang basta ganun ka-smooth yan. It's gonna go hit this muna, the 50k mark muna bago tayo. Dapat ma-break niya yung over 50k mark eh. Pagka na-break niya yun, definitely 60 is the next Kasi lately, puro tayo eh. Puro bearish yung market. Pero ngayon, we're starting to see a break of the structure. Nakita mo naman ngayon. So, anytime may pababang ganyan. Ngayon, as you can see naman dito, yung trend line niya, let's draw another trend line. Ito. Actually, meron na pala tayong drawing. So, let's look at this white trend line here. Ayan, napataas siya. So, kasi if this was still a bearish market, this should have went down below the previous lower. So, for example, kung ito, na-break niya yung trend line na yun, it's a sign still na malakas pa rin ang bear sa market. Pero the fact na nag-bounce siya higher than the previous low, so meaning, there's a high chance na puro pataas na to from here on. Siyempre, with the strong fundamentals, it will keep going up. Okay? But we just don't know when it will start doing that. Pero we're starting to see the pattern naman. So according to my trend line, tinan mo, yung mga trend line dito, let's take away these again para mas clear siya. So yung trend line ko na to, tinan mo, sinusunod naman niya. Boom, pataas. Then, it's gonna keep going up pag ganon. And then, until it reach the D point, then it's gonna pull back again. Then, hopefully, pataas na. Alright? So, for now, ang gagawin ko, my strategy naman is, I'm gonna hold my buys until ma-reach na yung D point. That's one way I can do this. Or, ang gagawin ko is, pagka tumaas pa to, up to this point, magtitipin na ako. So, pagka nag-pull back siya dito, pwede ako mag-enter ng another buy na lang ulit. So, yun. Yun ang plano ko. Okay? Parang re-entry na lang, re-entry. Yun ang gagawin ko. Now, another pair naman na I also traded this week is yung Cardano or yung ADA or ADA. Kasi, let's take a look at the 4-hour chart niya. Nagsimula kasi yan dito. Dito ako nagsimula nung last week. So actually, medyo nasunod niya ng konti. Kasi nung na-hit yung D point, actually nung hit niya yung C point, nagbagsak-bagsak na siya dire-diretso. Then, ngayon, ito yung market na bumagsak sa D point. Actually, lumagpas siya ng konti sa D point, pero nasa zone pa rin. Kasi, nung dito, nag-reverse, naglaro na lang siya sa may zone. Sa may expected D point zone ko, sa may dito sa supply and demand zone. So, ngayon, nag-create ako another harmonic pattern na possible na mangyari. Okay? And, as expected naman, it's playing around dito. Then, tumaas siya. Then, price retest. Perfect. Again, it still goes with our other harmonic pattern na sa teka lang, extend natin dito. So, yan, nasa ganyan. Ngayon, gumawa na lang ako dito ng, ng mitigation zone or tinatawag nating ranging zone kasi dyan nagre-range yung prices bago siya pumitik. Ngayon, we're starting to see a higher breakout sa may zone na to. So, if ever yung 4-hour candle na to mag-break above sa may zone na yan, it's a strong sign na bullish na yung market. So, ang magiging target ko sa ADA is all the way up to dito sa D point na to, which is around 90 cents in dollars. And ang tanong, how much is it? So let's sabihin natin nag-trade ako around these zones, within that mid zone. So ang magiging increase ng trade ko is around kulang 16%. So that's pretty big, especially if you have leverage of 20 times. So 20 times 16. So that's 300% return on your initial margin. So, just do the math. Depende sa taya nyo, depende sa kikitain nyo. Okay? And the best thing about it, yung 10% ko na ni-risk sa overall account ko, naging 3 times. If ever na ma-hit niya yung zone na yan. So, I will update everyone naman na once na-hit niya yung zone, then, syempre, I have my own proof of trading. Papataw sa inyo yung mga trades ko sa Binance. Kung talaga bang sinakyan ko yung mga sarili kong strategy, syempre, right? You have to whatever you show, dapat meron ka ring proof of trades, right? So, yun. Pagka naman, once I see the result, I'll show to everyone. Para that way, makita nyo na yung ginagawa kong strategy na to, it works. As long as you follow strictly sa mga discipline, yung mga tamang stop losses, yung tamang entry, kasi ang tamang entry dyan is, hindi lang basta pagka na-reach yung zone na yun, pwede kang mag-buy. Actually, pwede kang mag-buy, pero wag muna yung malaking margin or high leverage. Mag-buy ka muna ng minimal. Then pagka nag-retest yung price, then alam mong very strong pa rin yung supply and demand zone, and talagang pumitik na sa direction mo, doon ka palang pwedeng mag-add ng additional margin and additional leverage, which can go up even much more. Yung mga iba kong kasama is talagang once na it's clear show na yung market is talagang it's going with our strategy. Talagang tinatalpakan nila ng like additional 20 to 30% of their capital, talagang to the max yung nila. Iba nga all in eh. Pero let's not do that because trading is all about risk management. It's so important kasi not all the time this strategy will work, especially in our times like this na may mga mga funda like yung mga war na yan, yung mga government nakikialam sa mga crypto, it can make the price fluctuate. Then, syempre, pagka nangyari yung mga ganun, usually, yung mga ganyang strategy, tapon. You have to create another new technical analysis. Okay? So, ano pa ba? Let's take a look at other currencies na pwedeng dito. Si Alpha, I don't know if you guys remember Alpha. Right now, natin meron ng harmonic dyan, then looks like it didn't follow it, dito kasi yung D point nun na-break niya, tumaas. Actually, I could have rode that and I would have still earned around, kasi dito yung D point sa may zone na yan So, kung nag-buy tayo dyan sa may zone, tumaas siya ng 5%, times mo ng 20 times leverage. So, that's still 100% return on your margin or on your initial investment. So that's still pretty good. Then bigla siyang bumaba lower than usual. So ngayon, we have to create another harmonic pattern here if I can find one. So right now, teka lang. Try nga natin. So delete ko muna to. Erase ko muna. So back tayo dito. Possible, teka lang. Possible zone natin is, could be this one right here. Pwede ito. Or could be this highest point. Actually, hindi pa pwede yung highest point na to kasi we're not seeing any significant break of structure. Ito, may mga ganyan-ganyan. I have to see like literally, an even greater break of structure bago tayo maka-form ng, reliable harmonic. So, ang gawin muna natin, yung mga minimal lang muna. So, let's see this one right here. Ito, parang nasa zone na to. Dito tayo magsimula sa zone na yan. And then, measure natin hanggang dito. And as we can see naman, na break niya nasa 6.18, hindi niya na break hindi pa niya na-touch yung 786, so meaning, pero since it went lower, this could be a cipher pattern. So let's take a look kung enough ba siya to be a cipher. We're gonna use the extended Fibonacci from X to A, then A again, X ulit. So hindi pa niya na-hit yung 127, so hindi pa siya validated at this moment. One thing we can look for is, let's take a look at our little thing. Pwede siyang maging shark. So let's take a look kung na-hit yung shark. So shark is AB, so ito yung A. Ito yung B point. So, pwede siyang maging shark. Okay, kasi nasa 113%, 113% Fibonacci. Ngayon, ano ba so ang estimated D point niyan is around, let's see. So, we're gonna do this one first. X to C. So, X to C point, and we're looking at a target of around 88% to 113%. So draw na natin yung ABCD pattern natin. So boom, boom. So we're expecting around 113. Yan. So right now, as you can see naman, the price is getting rejected on the 4 hour. So, okay. So this price has been tested na, makita nyo naman nung unang na-reach to, it hit this area. So let's zoom in. Na-hit niya, and then nag-retest yung price, na-hit niya ulit, rejected, then it got rejected twice. So that shows a good strength of, demand zone dito. As we can see naman dito sa previous natin yan, extend na lang natin para doom, talagang strong yung demand zone. So ngayon, all we have to do is, right now, meron siyang parang this area right here, nagkakaroon tayo ng ranging price. So if ever this 4-hour candle, ma-break niya above this area, it will show a strong bullish market na it can reach. Teka lang, ito pa. Yan. Kasi the reason why it's being tinamaan niya yung zone na to, kaya nagkaroon tayo ng a little price retest. So let's do it to 1 hour para makita natin yung paano talaga. So yun, na-hit niya. Ngayon is price retesting. Then it's gonna keep doing until it break it into the next supply and demand zone right here on this area. Kakaroon tayo ng another supply and demand zone here. Yeah. So kasi ang market naman, di naman para puro diretsong line lang yan eh. What we're expecting is, once it breaks this, it's gonna hit this, it's gonna bounce here, then it might play around a bit, then boom, break ulit, then bounce, until ma-reach niya yung D point natin, then doon siya would pull back some more up to around this area, then it will go up again. Okay? So that is our expected projection sa alpha, and that is a possible, ito dapat nasakyan ko kasi nakatrade na ako sa BTC tsaka sa ADA kanina sa ADA or ADA, Cardano. Pero if ever na mag-pullback pa siya hanggang dito, sa may SD zone, pwede pa rin maglagay ng buy kahit paano kasi ang laki pa naman ng range natin. Okay? Pero it's much better kung sa may zone dito. Okay? So, yun. Okay. Ano pa ba? I think, may pa bang other currents, pair dito? Right now, I was watching over this sa CRV. Na-hit niya yung D point, bumaba ng konti, pero i-play around here, then na-break niya, na-hit niya yung, dapat ma-hit niya yung, yung 38% na to, pero bumaba pa siya, pero it's playing again, then it's trying to break out again. So, we may have to make another harmonics here to determine kung saan yung mga possible, targets natin. And other than that, ADA, LPT medyo hindi ko pa masyadong natutukan, so we'll come back to that. XTZ, hindi niya na-reach yung D zone, so meaning we have to make another dyan. So remember, there are multiple ways to make harmonics. Not all the time yung harmonics will be accurate, so you have to keep making it until you find the right one. Alright? The more harmonics you can make, the better. Ito, hindi niya reach yung both D point, then C zone. So, bigla siyang, na-reach lang niya yung hanggang dito lang. Very strong kasi yung zone dito, biglang reverse ka agad. Dahil kasi sa mga major news yan, then biglang nag-retest. So, possible pagka na-hit niya yung D point, we can still enter here kasi this is a strong supply and demand zone, as you can tell naman. Ayan. So, if ever ma-reach dyan, pwede tayo mag-sell dyan. And we're looking at expected around this zone right here. Dito tayo magti-TP if ever. So, sell tayo dito, then boom. Yan ang magiging target. So, it's gonna go up down here, then bam, down there. Okay? Ano pa ba? CTK. Medyo magulo. We'll come back to that. Gala. Si Gala, dami niyang price retest. So, tumaas na siya dito. Retest ulit. Actually, dapat nag-buy ako dito. Hindi ako nakapag-buy. Kasi sometimes when I focus on a lot of currencies, not all the time makaka-enter ako sa lahat. Unless i-divide ko yung mga trades ko into smaller trades para maka-enter ako sa multiple currencies. Pero ang naman dito, kahit paano, kung nag-TP na ako dito sa may zone na to, then hinintay ko yung pullback na yan, I can enter again dito sana. Pero if ibababa pa to, it's a good entry point right here. Until makomplete niya yung D point. Actually, dapat nga gumawa ako ng additional harmonics dito kasi I think I can already see another pattern. So, yun. Let's try to, maybe, sige. Try ko i-measure si Gala. Delete muna tayo ng mga previous, para mas malinis. Pero we'll leave the, yung mga trend lines ko na yan, yung mga structures. So, from here, ito gawin natin X point. Then, ito yung A point natin. So, yung B. Medyo, na-break niya yung 886. So, this could be a deep crab. Kung deep crab pattern yan, kasi B yung 88% na hit niya, Ay, sige. We'll leave it here. Ito, na-hit niya yung 88% Fibonacci retrace. So that could be a deep crab. Deep crab is, we're gonna look for, sa C point, tataas siya ng hanggang. Kaso, if we're pointing at this, kasi ang overall sentiment ko sa market, sa mga other crypto is pataas. Kasi, pataas yung yung pabagsak si si Tether. So, kasi kung maging deep crab yan, ma-reach niya yung point C dito, malaki babagsak. So, maybe that's not a very good start. So, maghanap tayo ng parang pwedeng bullish market na harmonics. Okay? So, for now, we can come back to that later pagka na-establish ko. Sa seller network naman, mas finalo niya yung daily harmonics versus yung 4-hour harmonics kasi tinan mo hanggang sa C point lang. Mutik na ma-hit niya yung D pero hanggang dito na siya. Bigla siya nag-price up. Ngayon, it's starting to retest. Pero yung retest niya hanggang dito lang. Hindi niya na-reach yung all the way over here. So, pero I think this is still a good entry kasi we have plenty of room up. So, let's do a daily candle here. Ang laki pa ng range niya, oh. Nasa still parang C point zone pa rin tayo. So, if ever we're gonna measure this. So, sabihin natin bumili tayo dito right now, hypothetically. Ang laki pa rin ng range niya, oh. 53%. Wow! Pero, it's not gonna be just one or two candles yan. It's gonna take a while to reach that. We're talking about maybe 1 week or 2 weeks. Unless may somehow major news na talagang biglang mag-aano yung candle. So, yun. We have plenty of room pataas. As long as this doesn't go below this. Pagka, makita naman natin parang medyo strong yung ano rito yung pinaka zone. So, that's it for now. We'll, na lang. Next time, I'm gonna try to do SLP. Sa mga Axie, natin dyan. Sa Axie, yung investors natin, we're gonna take a look sa may SLP. Kasi right now, meron akong sa SLP dito. Sa daily. Medyo strong pa rin yung C point. It hasn't been broken yet. Kaya, it will stick there. Pero, yan. We'll go back to this another time. So, that's it for now.